So also expecting to see these two teams fighting for a high seed in the tournament this year.
Yeah, so there's GMC championship ramifications as well as the seeding.
Who do you think's got the advantage tonight?
Well, you know, I'm a bit partial for Lakota West, and you know, we're playing on our home court here, and you know, we're a senior-led group, but you know, we have a good infusion of youth with Zoe and Izzy, who are Zoe's a freshman and Izzy's a sophomore, and then we have 3 senior leaders who have started within our program for several years.
So Lakota West obviously led by Katie Fox and Carolyn Bailiff at almost 13 and 9 points a game, whereas Princeton, Aaron Thomas leading the GMC at 20.4 points a game. So we're tipped off here. Princeton with the ball. Nice pass. Rebound pulled down by Lakota.
Who missed the bunny.
And Isabel Saunders with the rebound. A little bit sloppy there coming up the court. Princeton taking it back the other direction. Cameron Love moving it around. No good. Offensive rebound and a putback for Princeton. And the first 2 points of the game go to Princeton. And that's number 24 for Princeton, Heaven Sneed. Here comes Lakota back down. Got the numbers. Takes it to the basket and is fouled. Number 20, that is Zoe, who took the ball.
Zoe Adame, she did a great job of utilizing her left hand and protecting the ball with her body, and that's what created the foul.
She'll be shooting 2 here, and that was the first foul tonight on Cameron Lowe.
Let's not also forget Sydney Williams, who's a standout senior for Lakota West, Division I commit to Wright State University.
Perfect. 1 out of 2, and the rebound by Princeton, who's leading with 7 minutes to go here, 2-1. Looks like the pace is going to slow down a little bit. It is 24, Heaven Sneed out top with the ball for Princeton.
Yeah, they're doing a little dribble weave, reversals. West is in a zone.
Aaron Thomas with the drive. She is the leading scorer, a little bit out of control or perhaps got knocked down. But at the end of the day, Lakota is able to secure the ball, and Princeton called for the foul.
Yeah, Zoe did a great job there protecting the basketball. She got it to her chin and pivoted.
And that's Kyra Harris for Princeton with the foul. That's 2 fouls so far on Princeton.
Harris, I believe, is a junior.
There we go.
Bailiff for 3.
Caroline Bailiff with a nice dribble to the left and cleared space and knocked down to 3. So Lakota West up 4-2. See a little bit of three-quarter court pressure here.
Yeah, excellent.
Nice. Isabel Saunders with a nice drop back there. Yeah. Exactly what you tell them, right? When when the ball gets passed, you get back to the basket.
Exactly. Up
and another 3.
For 3. Lakota West is doing a great job right now pressuring the ball on top with their point defenders, Zoe and Izzy there.
Looked like she might go for a 3, but she's going to pull up. And that was 24, Heaven Sneed with the miss. Rebounded again by Lakota.
Princeton putting great pressure on the ball now themselves. Really good defense.
Oh, good pressure, but it is touched, so he can pick it up in the backcourt. Bailiff still out top. There's Bailiff trying to get a little space, get a little separation. A lot of good man pressure here from Princeton.
Looks like Cameron Lowe.
Travel called on Bailiff.
Yeah. Great ball pressure. They have really 2 good ball defenders out on top with Lowe and Sneed. Number 24 is Sneed and 12 is Lowe.
So here we go again. Lakota West again, extending out to three-quarter court. Princeton, a nice job there, getting the ball inside to Kyra Harris for the basket. Here comes Sneed down the court. 3 on 3. Nice hesitation, and it looks like offensive foul.
What a Caroline Bailiff getting to the spot and drawing the charge.
And that really. And Bailiff did a great job, just drop step, kept her good defensive position, and absorbed the charge.
Yeah.
Princeton, 4:33 to go. Lakota West is up 7-4.
They're putting some token man pressure on, not a structured zone press as Lakota West is using, more just man pressure in the neighborhood. It's actually good to see number 11, Erin Thomas, putting some pressure on the ball, considering that, you know, she's a 6-foot athlete, above 6 foot, and showing her athleticism.
Got the ball inside, but it looks like number 5, Sydney Williams, with the block. Couldn't quite clear the ball, and it was called a jump ball or alternate possession today. So looks like Lakota West will have the ball. And we do seem like full court man pressure coming from Princeton this time.
Yep.
Now they step back a little bit away from the inbounder. But as you mentioned, nothing real formal or structured here. Here comes something, bam.
There go. Thomas jumped the ball from the backside, missed the layup, but Sneed again there with the offensive rebound, number 24.
Brings it to 7-6 here, 3:42 to go. Oh, wonderful pass there and a nice basket. That was Adame with the basket, but boy, that was
very
a nice
well said.
3-person.
Yeah, we got the hockey assist on that.
There you have it. Princeton open from long range. It's long, but they do get the offensive rebound and put back. That's Erin Thomas again.
Offensive rebounding will likely go a long way in determining who's going to win this game. And
here comes Williams on the baseline. Ball knocked out of bounds by the defender. We've got some substitutes coming into the game now.
There's number 30, Muhammad for Princeton, who showed some good lateral quickness there and poked the ball away.
And a timeout, a 30-second timeout from Princeton. We also had Reese Johnson come in the game for Lakota West. So here we are, 3 minutes and 10 seconds to go in the first quarter. A lot of up and down the court, a lot of unsuccessful attempts at the basket. Do you think it's nerves? Do you think it's just they're a little bit out of control? Anything we can attribute it to?
Let's give the defense a little bit of credit as well, because what Lakota West is doing with a combination of zone pressure out on top and then diving back into passing lanes has disrupted the Princeton offense. And then, you know, another strategy that Lakota West is using right now, tagging off of their top players of the perimeter, almost daring them to shoot three-pointers and really trying to pack it in and prevent dribble.
West just going to right out to Fox, back to Bailiff. Getting just enough to keep always keep pressure on.
Another thing they're doing is switch.
On defense, couldn't avoid her.
Yeah, with Reese coming. and leadership from the junior.
So here we go, a little bit of zone pressure again from Lakota. Get their long range here.
Ooh.
And that's a three-pointer and a hand in the air from Aaron Thomas. Bringing the ball, broke the initial presser, got it past half court with an advantage, 3-on-2. See if so a lot of contact there. Reese Johnson lost the ball, but did not give up on the play, right? Traced it down and knocked the ball out of bounds.
Well,
so.
And you know what I love? What Reese.
And as we've mentioned, that's Lowe back in the game, number 12, replacing number 11, Thomas, for Princeton.
Boy, Aaron Thomas is just the total package, showing off her three-point shooting skills. We've seen her read really well.
Princeton took the ball to the basket. I think the foul is going to be on number Nielsen. So 2 shots for Princeton here, who's leading 11-9 with 1:49 to go in the first quarter. Good. Looks like we do have a substitute coming back in. Let's see if it's for the shooter.
Well, the free throw was off. Action on the shot, so I'm sure she's confident stepping.
Isabella Saunders, who did some nice things for Lakota West when she was in there.
That's good. And you know what it could be. Maybe give her a word of encouragement or instruction without having to use a timeout.
A lot of hands there on Saunders from the defender. Definitely putting a lot more pressure on Lakota West had been doing. Here we go. See, passes Fox. Back to Williams. Back out top to Katie Fox. Now Katie Fox is Lakota West leading scorer. We haven't seen much of her on the offense yet. See what she can do here. Williams back to Fox.
Well, she's certainly not forced.
Long three, not successful. Lakota West was trying to get a timeout, didn't get any help there. Here's Princeton on the outside. Looks like lost control going down. I think we're going to get another jump ball. Here in the first quarter, 11-9 Princeton.
Coaches are doing a good job of running kids in and out, letting them get to the game and getting a breather.
Nice.
Good shot.
Thomas
Nice.
just didn't make it. Looks like there's going to be the fourth foul on Princeton. So this kind of what you're expecting, or what?
Yeah, this is a first quarter. You know, both teams are trying to push the basketball, but then also use some patience and run through their offense. You saw, you know, Princeton with the down screen to set up Thomas. Get into their offensive actions.
Here comes Fox with the ball. Going to try to
Good
trap her.
move
Did
by
a nice
Katie.
move, nice pass.
And good ball movement.
Boy, really didn't go, but they did a nice job moving the ball around.
Very unselfish of Nielsen. So I kind of understand that.
So under 30 seconds to go here. We'll see if Princeton tries to hold it for the last shot, leading by 2 here in the first quarter at Lakota West. Thomas, all 14.5 to go in the quarter.
And really a really good Katie Fox is in terms of her pass first mentality there, and really a good. Did a really good job of reading the deflection. You know, it looked like Katie was trying to. You know, so perhaps you know, Lakota West will get. As opposed to just penetrate and pitch. And I think that's there. We did see that.
And Reese Johnson. So there's Bailiff out top, being defended. Gets the ball over to Fox. Back.
To Katie Fox, and that was a great decision. They had to chase the ball out.
And that time, Princeton threw over the top of the press, just a little bit long for the. Was able to get it to a teammate.
Yeah.
And the result of they're still keeping the ball with an offensive possession.
Oh, nice penetration.
Nice move. That was Muhammad with a nice move and a nice.
Well, that's good. Remember, Sid nailed her first three-pointer. Use an injection of her instant offense on our next possession to complement the three that Fox just made.
On the floor right now for Princeton, we do have Thomas. Try to force her way in there, throw it up unsuccessfully, and another jump ball, which will go to Lakota West. Good defense there. 15, Simone Smith. 24 is Heaven Sneed. And number
to see the leadership by number 24, Heaven Sneed, went over there to try and settle
Good hustle there, but unfortunately the ball was just a little bit behind Izzy, and so went off her hand and ended up going out of bounds. Williams was not able to save it, so it will be Princeton ball. So last few possessions a little bit sloppy out here right now. See what happens with Sneed out top.
And if you're looking at it from a Princeton perspective, you have Heaven Sneed, a senior, on the floor, and then you have a bunch of sophomores and juniors.
Fox with one of the Sneed miss.
Great pace by Fox
but just Fox. Nice pass inside, and a lot of contact, nothing called. Four for Lakota West coming into the game. That would be Kennedy Griffin. Yeah, I think that last possession, the referee. Something a little different.
The officials are looking at a lot of things.
There's a lot going on out there, and this game has been up and down a little bit. A lot of.
Now they're looking at Chase Katie on the backside. Good look for
Bayla.
C.
She's going to rebound.
Good hustle, way to save the possession.
Fox is going to go for the three.
Good looking three. And
so on that offensive rebound, we're going to.
Yeah, really good timeout by Coach Chadwell. He knows he needs a basket right here. And he's trying to draw something up where he thinks they're going to be successful and get an easy shot. Now, 2015. 2008, 2009, runner-up in 2008. You got Princeton, 2014, and I think it was 22.
So Bailiff has it out top for Lakota West. She's going to drive, hand off to.
Wants, and he got the shot he wanted, I believe.
Definitely.
Herself to free up Katie Fox, and then if Fox was not clear, but Fox was clear.
A lot of contact.
There is some good body contact, but
Here comes
they're
Fox.
letting both teams bump a little bit on.
Nice pass. What a pass. Wow. Zoe with the basket from Fox. And
she was able to wrap that around her back.
Perfect time to mention, at 5 assists a game, she leads the GMC.
See, and when Lakota West can score, they could set up their three-quarter court pressure. And Sydney Williams, who really reads in the back of the 1-3-1 exceptionally well.
To go here in the second quarter. Princeton inbounding the ball on the side. They're going to take it to the backcourt. Try to get themselves set back up here. Long range shot for a
shooters, and they're consistent in protecting shooters right now. But they're also allowing some moving of the feet, perimeter dribbles. So I think as long as they're consistent on that, the coach their players up on that.
Naja Love Muhammad makes the first, extending the Princeton lead to 19-14. That foul was called on Zoe Adame. And a lot of balanced scoring out here.
Yeah, Princeton's doing a great job of attacking the basket and drawing contact. Lakota West is doing a great job of moving the basketball and finding the open player, as we just saw.
Wow. Doing a really nice job of moving the ball. At the end of the day, Kennedy Griffin, number 24, with the basket.
Two
great
passes,
pass.
great ball movement. It all starts with Katie Fox on the top, making the long diagonal. And then what a great pass by Sid to the basket.
Another play the other direction. That was Jordan Champion with the basket for Princeton, off a great pass.
There's another open look for Sid, and she got it.
So the second three-pointer for 5, Sydney Williams. But a good shot, right? Good composure. She didn't.
You know what? It is a good shot.
Nice pass again. That we've seen that level of contact not called,
and
but it did.
He would have allowed the body contact
had she not lost the ball.
Alone, but she reached over. If she would have moved her feet to get around, perhaps it wouldn't be a foul.
So Lakota West ball underneath, tie game. Second foul of the quarter for Princeton.
Good ball moving again. Here comes the diagonal. The swing and looking for the post entry. Don't have it. Good ball movement.
Good patience. Turned and threw and didn't. Fox was moving the other direction. There's Sneed the drive.
It's
not able to finish. That was. That's 3 outstanding assists this quarter.
No doubt.
I mean, she averages 5 a game.
You know, in terms of her passing game and her making her teammates better.
Well, what's nice.
Sid reversed the ball, not that Sid shouldn't have reversed the ball, because she saw Katie open, right? So, you know, both players were doing what they thought.
Because they know the defense is there.
Right. So when you start looking at the effectiveness of timeouts, the timeout that Coach Chadwell called there was really helpful in settling the team down and getting the group back on track to make the run that they just made.
And now here they are with the lead.
Yep.
So it looks like the pace slowed just a little bit.
Zoe does a great job of playing side to side and end to end. And what I mean on that is she has
nice
an incredible
drive.
motor.
And that's number 15 there, Simone Smith, with a nice drive and finish for Princeton to tie the score back up.
Yeah, a great tidbit on Simone Smith is Simone Smith's father is a great Lakota alum, a state champion himself, Lamont Smith.
Fox out top, back now Bailiff out top. Still a minute to go. Looks like they're just settling in a little bit in the tie game here in the second quarter. Nice.
What a pass.
Great pass from, isn't that wonderful? Fox has had 3 wonderful passes for teammates. Turnabout's fair play.
Exactly.
Bailiff with a perfect pass to her for the basket.
Exactly. And now Lakota West back up by 2. Look at that teamwork with Sid tapping the ball over to Katie. Finds Bailiff open now, and an open 3. A little bit short.
See if they can get back
here. A little bit
here.
short, but a good shot.
And so here we go, 30 seconds to go. We'll see what Princeton does if they, Sneed, quick drive to the basket.
And really good transition defense by Lakota West.
Oh, now we'll see what the call is here. Little extracurricular going on here. So Sneed missed the basket. Lakota West rebounded. Sneed came in from the backside, grabbed the ball, which I think we've got a jump ball's the call. And then there was some extracurricular. And we're gonna have technicals on both players. I never a fan of that. Right.
I think what the officials are doing is they're trying to clean up the game here, and they want to make sure that it doesn't escalate. So although yes, it doesn't translate into an advantage for either team, as long as players are not in foul trouble.
Well, and I think what it also does is puts those 2 players, they get another one, they're ejected. So that's what you've done. It's kind of like you see that in the NFL sometimes, right? That's your first one. If you get another one, it's a problem.
Exactly.
So I think it gives them a chance to try to have more control of the game.
Right. Now
as we move
the
forward.
defense has a right to the positioning, and the offense has a right to their positioning as well. It's where there's shoving and moving of a player. You cannot dislodge a player who is set in an offensive position or a defensive position.
So 21 seconds to go. Lakota West up 25-23 here in the second quarter. Princeton the ball at their offensive end, inbounding it. Looks like the ref got involved, did a nice job of getting spacing.
That's their job, right?
So
their job is to keep everybody safe.
Oh, wow.
And we got an offensive foul. That's all Jada Nielsen there. Her passion, her footwork, and her ability to get into space.
So 17.4 seconds ago. That is the 4th foul on Princeton this quarter.
And it's a big foul because it gives Lakota West now 17.4 seconds to take a 4 or 5 point lead into halftime.
And potentially
you want to use all of this.
That's Aaron Thomas's second. So, later in the game, as their leading scorer, that could be important.
It could feature. And look, and she's defending the best player on the floor for Lakota West, Katie Fox. So I'm going to say kudos to Coach Davis on using her best player to defend the best player on the other team. And for her to do that with 2 fouls shows her confidence in the sophomore.
Kind of interesting also, another timeout taken this time by Princeton with 3.2 seconds to go, and they've got the whole length of the court to go.
It is very interesting. And Coach Davis must have a play that she feels she can pull in and get a good look at the basket.
So it's not like college or pro where you can advance the ball or any of that.
No, but where did she get the timeout?
They hadn't even inbounded it yet.
Yeah.
The ball was thrown out on the baseline.
Another thing is perhaps she would have thought that Lakota West was going to pick up pressure full court. I haven't seen that from Lakota West, but we'll see. But look, they are. So maybe she wanted to make sure Lakota West didn't get a quick steal and a score.
So 3.2 seconds to go. Lakota West up 25-23 here in the second quarter.
So now Lakota West is coming up
Had to catch. Nice job by Lakota West making Princeton catch the ball moving toward. Interesting there. Wow, you don't. So on no basket, but on the 3, Lakota West got a hand in there, which.
Yeah. Yep.
So here we are, halftime, Andy.
We got a really good game going on here.
Lakota West 25 and the Princeton Vikings 23. We'll be back here in a bit.
I'm worried about Mom.
Mom? She's fine. These the ones, right, Mom?
Yeah, groundlings.
Sweet potatoes.
Daddy, it's salty.
Some things come with age.
And some don't.
Early detection of Alzheimer's can lead to better care for your loved one. Learn the early warning signs at 10signs.org.
Dear moms and dads, we know it's not always been easy, and it's been a lot of hard work. What you have achieved here today is going to help us and our futures. It is why we are coming up on stage to collect your diplomas.
Everything I do it for you.
Mom, love you always.
No, it's true. Everything I do it for
When you graduate, they graduate. Visit finishyourdiploma.org to find free and supportive adult education centers near you.
There's nothing like celebrating a big play. But now, we're celebrating something bigger than sports.
Love, you're mine. Love, you're mine.
Love, you're mine.
You're training your mind as much as you're training your body.
For me, just stay grounded. Be with the people who make my mental health better and not worse.
I can and I will.
I can and I will. I can and I will. I can and I will.
Grateful for the highs, grateful for the lows.
I am talented, healthy, and strong.
The best is yet to come.
So when you see us hit this, it's a reminder to
Love.
Love.
love,
Love,
Love, you're mine.
You're mine.
you're mine.
There are a lot of temptations facing young people today, like electronic cigarettes and skateboarding. Each vape pod can contain the same amount of nicotine as a pack of cigarettes. This can lead today's youth to a lifelong addiction and severe lung damage. Recall and consider the facts before making a poor decision.
The Health Class Film Guy isn't the best person to talk to your kid about vaping.
Got a few minutes?
You are. Start the conversation with your child about vaping today.
Welcome back to Lakota West High School for this huge GMC and Southwest Ohio matchup between the Lakota West Lady Firebirds and the Princeton Lady Vikings. It's all it was cracked up to be, right? Lakota West leads 25-23 at halftime. What are the stats showing you, Andy?
Well, you know, from watching it, you know, what I do know is that, you know, Lakota West is taking a few more chances offensively. So they have a few more turnovers, but we also have so many more assists. And the ball movement has really played into the favor of Lakota West scoring opportunities. We're getting really good open looks. And, you know, it's not that Princeton is not playing hard defense, or good defense. It's our ball movement, the choices that our girls are making. You know, Katie is just an exceptional, you know, reader of floor spacing. She finds her teammates, and she's making her teammates better tonight.
And that's the key, right? So the second half, what should we look at? Turnovers for West versus assist? Is that the, right? It's the risk-reward kind of thing?
Exactly. I think that's going to be a big factor here, and I think Coach Chadwell, you know, the game is going as he kind of anticipated, and, you know, he's, you know, he has Katie completely bought in to ball movement and making her teammates better. And, you know, we're getting good open shots. Princeton is being a little bit more selective in terms of their ball movement. You know, they have maybe, you know, a few players that they want to see take the majority of their shots.
So Izzy inbounds the ball for Lakota West, starting the second half, leading by 2 points. Bailiff over to
back
Saunders.
In that dribble weave and then the cut. Okay, really, yeah, good play coming out of halftime for Lakota West, getting that backside angle cut by Zoe, coming off the dribble handoff.
And Zoe does lead Lakota West with points in the first half with 9.
Well, and you know, that's a theme that we can look for because she's kind of a forgotten player at times in the offense around the basket, and that's where the dribble penetration by Katie Fox comes in, and
So
the ball movement from all the girls.
Little change here, West. Instead of Bailiff inbounding it, Fox took the inbound this time, and there's going to be a first foul called.
Yeah,
and I think they called that on Aaron Thomas. No, they did not. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
that's Cameron Lowe.
That's a set play coming out where the lob, and then we get a down screen for Katie to come back to the corner. So that's why she was inbounding the ball there. Whoever inbounds the ball in that set gets the shot. Great take by Izzy.
Just couldn't finish. Here we go, coming down the field. Oh, there's Fox, like you said
with the
before.
Loose ball steal. There she is, pulls up. It's good.
Wow. But it was the fact that she found the ball in the court, right? She read, she saw that Princeton was trying to aggressively move it up the court, and she got in the way.
Exactly.
Perfect.
And
effort.
again,
It's an effort play.
Yeah, and Katie is not going out of her way to look for shots. She's taking what the game is giving her.
Here's a long-range shot there. Unsuccessful for Princeton, so Lakota West with their biggest lead of the night at 5. They're going to bring the ball back, and we're going to have Fox out top again.
Well, Izzy with the rebound, and then she passed the ball to Katie, and now they're into their offense. Little ball screen.
Yeah.
We got an offense. See, the spacing there is what creates the foul.
So that'll be a foul on Bailiff. That's her first. What's interesting with Princeton has 9 fouls overall, but they have 4 players with 2 each. Lakota West has 1 player with 3, so that's a little bit of a challenge there.
Good ball movement by Princeton there for a layup, but it's missed.
Boy, just didn't finish, and Izzy Saunders with the rebound. Lost control against the pressure. I think we're going to get a jump ball. That's going to favor Princeton.
Yeah, Izzy's doing a good job on the glass. And that's Isabel Saunders, for her full name. I don't know if we've said that. We keep calling her Izzy, and that's her nickname.
Princeton inbounding the ball on the offensive end here. Taking their time. They work through it. Nice patience. And at the end of the play, they got the ball to Naja Love Muhammad, who was then fouled. That's going to be Bailiff's second on the game, and second in just about 20 seconds. So 6:40 to go. Lakota West leads 28-23.
And quite honestly, it's a good foul. I mean, you know, Muhammad went to the line previously and missed 2 shots. I'm sure that Bailiff knows that in the back of her mind. And there you go.
And that's huge, right? Princeton is 2 of 7 from the charity stripe.
And those can come back to haunt you.
Especially in a close game, that's for darn sure.
So, you know, you'll always put somebody on the line instead of giving up an open layup.
There you go. She connects on 1,
Princeton
making it 28-24.
is putting a little bit more pressure on the ball now in their man coverage. Looks like they're considering that incidental contact.
So you mentioned this earlier. What you're seeing is they're protecting the scorer by calling the fouls. They're letting them play out on the dribble.
Yes, exactly. The ball handler is being, it's permissible to put physical pressure on the ball handler.
There goes Fox with gets the inbounds.
Good job saving that possession for Lakota West.
As you mentioned earlier, we'll see with Fox with
good back cut by Sydney Williams.
Oh, quick jump ball call. I thought perhaps a travel, to be honest. So Lakota West will have the ball and the inbound there.
Yeah, again, Katie sees the floor well, but it also takes a heavy cut by Sydney Williams. Here we're going the other way now with the screen.
Here comes Fox back around.
Good
nice switch
by Princeton.
Yeah. Fox back out top. 6:13 to go here. Lakota West leads by 4 in the second. That's kind of a heat check play, right? You just feel, that's from a few feet outside. Nice drive there from.
Yeah, we got to do it. I'm sure Coach wants someone to stop the basketball in transition coming up the middle of the floor.
And it's been interesting that Cameron Lowe has done a lot of that today, right? She just gets the ball. The old joke is, right, they put their head down and just goes to the basket, but she's had some successes there.
Lakota West is going to get the possession back.
Nice spin move from Fox, but couldn't finish.
Really good move by Katie.
See who's going to inbound this ball for him. It'll be Williams inbounding the ball. Right. Nice play. Great pass right to Fox, who never came down, right? Got it on the top and finished the shot.
Call that one baby.
Great play, nice pass. Yeah, and you mentioned this earlier, in the first half, Lakota West had 10 baskets, 9 assists.
Yeah, that's what you want to see. And there's another one there. Actually, a really good pass from Thomas there.
So a lot going on there. The reason that wasn't a travel, the official said that she never had control of the ball.
Right, and I think that's a good call to let them play through that.
Bailiff to the basket. No good. She gets her own rebound.
Good cut by Zoe.
Way short.
Yeah.
I think she was expecting contact.
Yeah, and you know what you see there is you saw this could happen too in terms of the assists. Like Thomas gave her a great pass and she just missed the layup, right? So sometimes you can keep making good passes and you just don't score. But there's another one, but the pass got a little bit away from Kiera.
Nice job, though, of settling herself and getting a shot, although she couldn't make it. Here comes Fox to the basket. Looks like she might take it all the way in.
She's got a cutter.
A little bit of a force there, I think.
Good cut by Reese Johnson. A bounce pass there.
Yep, exactly. And there's going to be another foul in a basket. That'll be the third foul on Bailiff. That'll be a basket, which ties the game at 30. And Princeton will be shooting a free throw for a chance to take the lead. See what we get here. A lot of substitutes coming into the game. Get a little bit of a breather. 4:29. It's been a lot of an up and down game. A lot of not finishing, so the ball just keeps kind of moving back and forth.
And there's going to be runs. We can expect there to be runs by each team. Princeton's on a little bit of a run now. And we could expect Lakota West now to run a stable set and look for a good shot, especially with Katie Fox and Sydney Williams, 2 of their senior leaders, out of the game. But we have
5-second call.
Yeah. So really, let's give Heather Sneed her due.
Heaven.
Such a great ball defender. I mean, for 4 years at the varsity level, Heaven Sneed has been an outstanding on-ball defender for the Princeton Vikings.
So, and also let's note that for Erin Thomas, number 11, that's 12 points, over halfway to her season in GMC
and
leading
what a
average.
Great pass by Sneed into Thomas, but
no good.
Good defense by Lakota West. Good wall up by Jada Nielsen and rebound by Caroline Bailiff. Now we have Thomas getting loose up the floor for the layup.
So she gets the basket, and that's one she didn't hustle down the court, so she got a benefit of it. Another steal, and they're going to call a blocking foul, so Thomas is to the line. 14 points. Princeton leads 33-30, and she's back to the foul line, shooting 2. Looked like they called out on Isabel Saunders. So here we go. She's going to be shooting 2 with 3:45 to go. And as you mentioned, Princeton on this run now, and they lead by 3 with a chance to add to that.
And look, Thomas has been the beneficiary of the scoring, right?
Right.
But she's also played good defense. We got to give her credit for that. But the team defense has also been good.
And that's her 15th point, chance to go to 16 here and extend the lead to 5 points.
Again, I expect here for Lakota West to really look for a good shot. You got your Katie Fox back in, controlling the offense right now, directing traffic.
Little jump
it
trap.
Looked like Princeton was going to trap, but they didn't.
Here we go. Still have the ball out top. Back to Fox.
Oh, see, now she's going to get loose.
Yeah, now you're going to have an advantage. Oh, but nice poke away from behind. That was number 1, Harris. Pass the ball ahead. I believe that Sneed again is going to shoot 2.
Yeah, really good pass up the floor by Thomas. Again, she's showing her total game.
So here we go, 3:12 to go. Princeton leads 35-30. That's 3 fouls also on Lakota West, and that was on Jada Nielsen. That is the 5th team foul for Lakota West here in the third quarter. 1 foul for Princeton.
Princeton's done a really good job answering the run by Lakota West to end the first half with a little run of their own here in the third quarter. Now,
so here we
go. These are key possessions coming up for Lakota West, needing a really good look.
Yeah, at least I think it's an 8, if not 10-0 run for Princeton right now.
They're running that high
Fox
screen
just lost
again.
3-on-1 for Princeton. Good defense from Williams that she didn't foul, right? She just put a hand in there.
Really did a good job making a run through as Katie walks into a 3.
A little bit of force.
Nielsen again with a really strong play, getting the offensive rebound, showing good energy.
Boy, nice play.
That's a freshman.
Adame, she's
stopping the bleeding for Lakota West.
That's her 11th point of the game, leading Lakota West. Lakota West trails by 4 with 2:24 to go.
Lakota West is now in a flat 2-3 zone. Again, to try and slow down the Viking run. Good defensive adjustment by Coach Chadwell to slow down the pace.
Timeout Princeton, it will be a full. So here we go, right? I mean, it was, I think Lakota West was up 30-26, and then it was 36-30. So a 10-point run for Princeton.
Yeah.
Lakota West did just finally make a basket to recover there, bring it back to 4. Here's a replay.
Yep.
We'll see this nice little step in. Pretty shot, nice touch with the ball there, right? It's very soft on the rim. And that's her 10th and 11th points of the game. So I do see where Thomas is out right now for Princeton. I don't know, probably just trying to get an extended breather here. Maybe.
Yeah, I think Coach Davis is probably trying to piggyback on the timeout, and get a minute for an extra, if it's 30 seconds, minute for her standout player who really this is the first time I've seen Princeton this year. I've seen Lakota West more, of course, and I am impressed with Thomas. I feel like, what the buzz about her, it's pretty accurate.
So you think this is one where, let's see if they just go ahead and put her right back in here after taking the minute timeout?
Yep. There we go. And I'm sure Coach Davis, put a set to run in against this 2-3 zone. So we'll see how Coach Chadwell plays this as well.
Princeton going to slow it down just a bit. 2 minutes to go.
Yeah. And
they're like, we're not going to play. We're up 4. You're in the zone.
Watch Jordan Champion here, a really good 3-point shooter when she was younger in her career. That's a shot Lakota West wants.
And Bailiff with the rebound to Fox. it was kind of interesting. I thought leading by 4, they were just going to make Lakota West pull out of the 2-3 zone.
And maybe that's what Coach Davis wanted.
But then they went ahead and, as you said,
somebody took a 3-point shot.
Looked like a little bit ill-advised. So here's Fox out top. Going to take it to the basket. A lot of contact. Here she goes with a little spin. Back out top to Bailiff. A lot of good man pressure.
Yeah, and a lot of dribble right now. Let's see. Oh, there's a good entry pass to Nielsen.
Couldn't finish.
Gets her offensive rebound. Great hustle.
Oh, blocked. And another rebound. No good. Another rebound. And there's going to be the foul.
Okay.
Great effort from Lakota West, right?
How's about that? Yeah.
I mean, they just couldn't figure out how to get the ball in the basket. It was a couple good looks, but they did not give up. They just kept pushing hard.
As coaches, we talk about we need a third and a fourth effort, and that's what we had on that play. Great bounce entry pass by Sydney Williams into Nielsen, who missed the shot but then kept the rebound alive.
Very flat inbounds here from there. We're going to get the ball out to Fox on the wing.
Princeton was a little flat on that. Katie really wanted to pull the trigger.
Oh. Bailiff thought she could do it. Pass the ball across. I'm not sure how that's not a double dribble.
Yeah, she's going to lose it.
I don't know how that could be a double dribble coming out there. You have it in the left hand, you bring it to the middle, both hands, and then back to the right.
And, perhaps the official,
nobody there to touch it.
I don't know if anybody had an angle on that because of the fact that Champion was so low to the ground and she didn't appear to have complete control of the basketball.
So it is an alternate possession there when the play ended. We'll get the replay here.
I think it's a good move by Coach Chadwell to stay in this 2-3 flat zone and maybe try and bait Princeton, the wrong girl on Princeton.
From a logo 3 attempt, unsuccessful, but long misses make long rebounds.
And we got a loose ball. There's Zoe flying out for the ball.
Princeton's got the advantage here. Now there's more in her range.
But
still no good. Another offensive rebound. Just the inverse of what we just talked about for Lakota West, right?
Yeah.
Lakota West, second, third effort. Princeton, second, third effort over here.
I think
it's going to be a jump ball.
A couple of really good coaching moves by Coach Chadwell. The first is to go to the 2-3 zone and to stay in it and bait Princeton to shoot 3-pointers. The second is to bring Kennedy Griffin in the game for the rebounding advantage.
So under 30 seconds to go of the third quarter, Princeton leads 36-32. Carolyn Bailiff bringing it up and got
great defense again. There she is. We've talked about her before. Heaven Sneed is
forced a turnover.
I mean, she's a GMC Defensive Player of the Year. Not this year, I'm not saying, but she has been.
Yeah,
and she could be this year again. I don't know, but there's nobody who puts pressure on the ball like Heaven Sneed does.
And force the turnover. So Princeton will now inbound the ball. I assume they're up 4. You're going to hold the ball for the last shot, try to score somewhere under 10 seconds at minimum, right?
We thought that last time.
Well, Sneed's out here holding the ball. At least,
and that's smart.
Probably
at least smart.
Maybe at 10.
Yes.
You'll try to run something if you get something early.
I would extend, and Zoe is good coaching here again. Again, you wanted that 3-point shot.
And that's the end of the third quarter. So after 3 here from Lakota West, it's been back and forth. Right, Princeton had the early lead. Lakota West took a lead. And now we've got Princeton back up by 4 with 8 minutes to go, just starting the fourth quarter.
Yeah, and we're seeing, 2 great coaching jobs here. Princeton slowed it back down to try and move the ball to get a great shot. They did get an open 3 from Aaron Thomas, which is a shot they were looking for. But let's also remember that they've taken, 4 or 5 threes now since Lakota West went into the zone, and
have yet to make one.
They haven't hit one.
And and the thing is, we know Thomas is scoring 20 games. She already has 16 tonight. But she's attempted one from the logo, so 25, 26 feet. That one over here was at least 2 or 3 feet behind the three-point line.
Right.
I'm not sure that's what they're looking for. And, both of these teams average between 55 and 60 points a game. We are not on pace to get there.
Sure.
Evidence of some really strong defense that they don't see all year.
And here's what you got to know, right? Certain kids have a green light. She has a green light. She can take that shot from the logo. She's probably made it in practice. She's probably made some in games. Katie Fox, she has the green light to take that shot if she's feeling it.
So Princeton will be inbounding the ball, start the fourth quarter, leading by 4. Heaven Sneed out top with the ball.
I like still another defensive adjustment by Coach Chadwell, going with more of a 1-2-2 look.
And Williams with the kick.
More of a point defense zone now.
Ball will be underneath as that was below the foul line.
Right. Now let's see what the standard is. We might be back to a man-to-man defense here.
On the
yes, switching under the basket.
Good hands from Lakota, but it's going to be off Lakota.
That's Kennedy Griffith. When she's been in the game, she's been a difference maker for Lakota West.
And and that's something that Lakota West hasn't quite been as good at as Princeton. The ball pressure, getting a hand on it.
Agreed. But it's not in their game plan, so they're not trying to do that.
Gets the ball all the way across to Thomas again on the wing, but she did not shoot it. She's thinking about it. Well, I was going to say there's one where she went from a decent shot to a worse shot. Long range, and she gets one.
Very, very interesting, that offensive set, because Thomas stayed in the same place and still got the open three.
And she did, and she made one. I think it's 2 for her. She likes to show us when she makes it.
Yeah, I'll tell you.
Drive from a dunk. Wow, and the foul.
What a great take by the freshman. How about that?
Let's look at this, because I wasn't sure that was a foul here on the end.
Yeah, she's in the paint. She's under the rim practically. You can't set up camp there. You have to allow the offensive player attacking a place to land.
And what was interesting is Zoe moved her body sideways, still finished the shot, but made it a glance, not a charge.
And she made the free throw. And we talked about the importance of free throws.
And there you have it. So brings it back to a 4-point. So Princeton extended it to 7. Lakota West with the traditional 3-point approach to get it back.
Couldn't be more impressed with number 20 for Lakota West.
14
Just a
points.
freshman, but it's also the style in which she's attacked the basket. There's been nobody better attacking the basket.
And yeah, that's going to be called almost every time, right?
And we saw that, right? That's consistency by the officials. They called that foul on Thomas. They called it on Nielsen.
That's 4 on Nielsen. Obviously 6:50 to go.
And she was just brought back in the game where I think.
So here we go, having a little problem inbounding the ball.
And really close to forcing a 5-second violation there.
She does get it to the outside there. That's low. Had the ball taken away. Now everybody on the floor. A lot going on there.
Yeah, a lot going on. A really good bounce pass to number 1, who has to step to the basketball and get her balance. Instead of trying to go to the basket when the passes.
We got a lot of.
So here we go. Yep,
looks like more pressure.
We got Sneed, and that's a great heads-up play by Bailiff to say, "Hey, I'm being denied. Come on and help me out here." So
Williams. I thought she might.
Izzy came back to help with the ball handling duties, and
I thought Saunders might take that all the way to the basket.
Yeah,
she got her on the hip. Here's Bailiff out top with, as you mentioned, Sneed on her. Pass it.
We got an open player.
Yeah, there has to be an open one.
Wide open look
for Saunders. No good. Great effort.
Right.
Out of bounds.
Look at Zoe coming off the floor to try and save that ball.
Good effort, but 6:14 to go. Princeton still leads 39-35.
A good look by Izzy. Here's some. So Lakota West is extending now the 1-3-1.
We're going to get the ball to the outside, and a basket again. A lot of contact. That's 22 points for Thomas.
Yeah, and if she's left open, this is what's going to happen, right?
And again, it's not a surprise, right?
Look at Zoe again.
Took it right to the elbow for 2 points right back, and Lakota West take a timeout, down 5. 5:47 to go here.
She is
16 points for her on the day.
Zoe is playing a fearless game. She's affecting the game defensively at the top of the pressure. She's rebounding the ball. She's getting deflections, and she's finishing. And not only is she scoring, but she's also making her free throws.
So here we go, right?
Thomas is pure. I mean, look, if she gets an open look like that, it's money. And again, let's talk a little bit about Aaron Thomas, because Aaron Thomas is the leading scorer in the GMC, as you had mentioned before. She's easily one of the top players in the GMC. She'll probably have some votes for GMC Player of the Year, along with Katie Fox. And, these are the two leading teams in the GMC. So I would look for these teams to have the most all GMC players in the league on their team.
The one thing for Thomas in the first half, she was 3 out of 5 shooting. So here's your leading scorer in the league. She didn't force everything. She let the game kind of come to her a little bit here.
Yeah.
Now, she got into that third quarter. She started forcing a little bit more. Fourth quarter, she's now settled back in. She's not right. She's knocked down to not from the logo, which clearly wasn't in her range. She brought it into a good look from the three-point line.
I mean,
there's a difference between 20 feet and 27.
I agree with you, but if you have a platform of success like she has, Brent,
have you ever seen her make one from out there? I've never.
Yes.
I've never.
Yes, and I've seen Katie make them from there.
So here we go. They got the ball in the corner again. Princeton.
And like Aaron Thomas, I've seen Katie make them as a sophomore and a freshman out there.
Do you think Princeton might try to slow it down a little bit here? I mean, they're up 5 minutes.
That's an interesting thought. I would have, their coach probably wanted to. I don't know how much coach wanted that shot. Just like.
Nice move. Doesn't finish. Good offensive rebound for Princeton.
You cannot dribble the ball up the sideline against Princeton, right?
And there was Thomas again with the putback.
Look at Zoe.
Yeah.
Again,
obvious
fighting
foul there.
under the basket.
But it was good effort, good position. So here we go. See what it's only 2 fouls on the team. Lakota West will be inbounding the ball, trailing by 7 now. Definitely a time where they need to find some tried it again and just didn't quite get there. Good defense from Princeton. Just was able to get a hand in there.
Zoe Adame has impacted this game tremendously with her hustle and her ability to hit clutch shots. Look at that offensive rebound by Katie Fox, and there's another one by Zoe.
And she's going to the line.
She's fouled.
Great effort. Great effort. Both teams, right? We've seen a lot of real great effort on the offense.
Yeah. And I'll tell you, the second, third, and fourth effort by the Princeton Vikings, as well as the Lakota West Firebirds, has been consistent. And it's not just 1 or 2 players. This game means a whole lot to all of the girls out there playing and to the coaches. This is for the GMC championship.
Another made basket. So she's going to be up to 17 points. And we did see here where Thomas is getting a quick breather with the dead ball here, getting an extended timeout. I believe she has 24 on the game. Lakota West chance to cut it back to 5. And that's made basket. See what they try to do.
Is she perfect from the free throw stripe as well?
I don't know for sure. We don't have the stats in front of us, but yeah. Princeton does a nice job of breaking the pressure. Now
who's going to shoot the ball for Princeton here? Let's see.
Good hustle and help their own coach.
Nobody will because it's a turnover.
But your point's well taken right there. They've got 44 points. Thomas has 24.
Right. You want to see a layup there.
Clearly she's, and you know what? I think the coach is saying, gosh, if we could even just use 20 more seconds.
4:20 to go. Katie Fox on the, what a great move.
Nice step through for the basket.
Huge basket. And now it's a 3-point game, 1-possession game. Lakota West turning up the defense
Thomas is going to come back in. There's Princeton again, gets the ball ahead. Nice pass.
Gosh.
Great job by Princeton getting the ball there. Back to 5, 46-41.
And Reese Johnson did a great job defensively getting a touch on the ball.
So here they go. Got a pass. Fox again is going to bring it outside. Adame to the basket.
Oh, boy, that's another basket.
Almost every time that soft touch has stayed. That one did not.
Let's see defensively what Lakota West sets up in.
So
now will Princeton slowing it down, obviously, but they still don't have Thomas back in the game.
She's here on the next dead ball. 3:25 now to go. Princeton leads by 5.
How many timeouts does Princeton have left?
Princeton has
right?
3 timeouts left.
3 timeouts left.
I'm sorry, 2 left.
2?
Yeah.
Well, that's probably why she's not calling one here. But look at Sneed attacking the basket, but missing the layup.
And it worked. Good rebound. And that's one of those tough ones, right?
Right?
Yeah,
Right.
30 Muhammad. That's one of those as tough as a defender. You expect the layup to hit a rim. It went all the way over, right to the Princeton player.
We don't have
I'm not sure what the officials said.
So what you got to like about Muhammad is even though she hasn't been able to contribute at the free throw line, she's done a really good job on the offensive glass in isolated situations, freeing herself up and getting position for offensive rebounds.
I'm not sure what's going on here. We got some confusion of who's supposed to be on the court here. I think we got that settled now for Princeton.
Little adjustment here defensively by Princeton, putting Sneed on Fox, and now Thomas is on Williams down there.
Oh, still taken away.
Yeah.
We're under 3 minutes to go. Princeton is up 7.
Yeah, you gotta have.
Thomas is back on the court for Princeton, and we do have a foul, and that's going to be the 3rd foul call on Lakota West here in the 4th quarter. So 2:55 to go. Princeton leads 48-41.
You know, this could be a blessing if we get, if Lakota West hits their 5th foul, and someone other than Thomas goes to the free throw line.
Thomas backed up, looked at the 3 again, but
and we have to speed them up because they should not be in a rush. Like that shot.
Thank you.
That shot, really.
But as you mentioned again, Muhammad with another rebound. Another offensive rebound there for Princeton. So an ill-advised shot, but they rebounded it. Here goes Sneed to the basket again. Boy, she's getting to the basket, but can't seem to finish there. But pressure on the ball, she's got it all. Here's a pass underneath and just threw it away. A little bit too aggressive.
Yeah, so great defense.
Wait a minute.
Oh my goodness gracious.
Okay. Not only did he call it a foul, I think he's calling it a shooting foul. Oh, that's just, wow.
Oh, this one, I have been very gracious with the officiating up until this point.
I mean that's just a poor call.
I thought that Reese Johnson moved her feet, got herself in good position. I thought that was a jump ball, like she legally tied it up.
But certainly there was never a shot attempted. I mean, that's just a poor call. And hey, give them a break. They've done a nice job. It's been very physical out here, a lot of running up and down. You're going to miss a couple things like that every once in a while. I get it.
That's fair. And
another missed free throw.
And my angle is not the official's angle.
And that's but the easy part is there was never a shot attempted. Right. Had he called it on the floor, I couldn't tell.
Yeah, right.
But when he called a shooting foul, he just showed that he missed the call. The bank. Princeton's not done, other than Thomas.
They're going to take it, but
they haven't done well shooting free throws, so they went back old school.
All right, we really need, Lakota West really needs a great possession here.
And you know what? They've gone without shots a couple times here, so they really need that. They're under 2 minutes. They trail by 8.
Let's see what they're running here. They got the dribble weave. It looks like they got going back into that. Maybe a high ball screen here. Looks like it's coming.
Princeton's doing a great job there. Now there's Fox gets to the basket.
Really good
look. Could have taken it all the way to the basket if she wanted to. Nice rebound.
Yeah.
That's 30. That's Muhammad again. Yeah. With the rebound. Nozzle up. There's Thomas, and they're going to call a foul out here out top.
Yeah.
So that's so 1:29 to go. Princeton leads by 8. Going to call that the 4th common foul on Lakota West. Here comes Champion back in.
I think it's a good strategy to
6
foul
players
to
on
get
the
them to 5 fouls. Now you foul anybody but, with Sneed out of the game, you
Finally
foul anybody but Thomas. Foul anybody.
Nice post move underneath there. Harris with the basket. Harris has struggled today at the basket. That was a nice shot.
Right. She really has up until that
was
point.
Big. That takes their biggest lead of the game to 10.
That was the biggest shot of the game, obviously, up till that point.
Yeah, so here we are, fast approaching 1 minute.
That was 3-point spread. So now it's more than a 3-possession game.
All right, so that's interesting. They called Champion for the foul underneath, off the ball, which we are the fifth team foul of the quarter. So
that
we
was
will
not
be
a
shooting.
scheduled foul, by the way.
It looked like she was bumping her in the back, just trying to establish position. And
clutch free throw by Reese Johnson.
But to make, there's Sneed back in. Here comes Saunders back in.
Really sure.
Maybe.
Perhaps some defensive adjustments.
Well, with 1:08 to go in a 9-point.
Yeah, you got to bring the pressure.
9-point game. You got to do something, right?
And it's not foul, Aaron Thomas.
There's Thomas, and she traveled. Oh my. Oh boy, Harris. So I don't think
that's what Coach was just telling Thomas. Don't give up the ball.
I don't think Harris expected Thomas to hand her the ball, and when she did, she shuffled her feet.
And that was a good coaching point by Coach Davis. Lakota West has to foul. We want the ball in Thomas's hand.
101
Princeton perspective.
Minute and 1 to go.
Let's get a high ball screen and give her some space.
So Katie Fox is bringing the ball against Sneed. We've commented a lot today. There's out top, we've got Bailiffs trying to set some picks.
Well, now
Princeton's just doing a great job.
Yeah.
You know, and Bailiff looked like she had a chance, just couldn't get there, and that was huge. I mean, again, 38 seconds. They're still down by 6, but without that, it was over.
I'll tell you, that right there. I mean, that was a D1 basketball shot. She's running full speed, coming off the wing. Yes, and I'll tell you, I know they work on the inside pivot foot, and that's what needs to be done right there.
So 38.3 seconds to go here.
Great footwork by Sid and a clutch basket. Now it's a 2-possession game. Anything could happen.
So obviously, if you're Princeton, you want to keep the ball in Thomas's hands.
Yeah.
24 points, been wonderful from the free throw line.
Yeah. You got Sneed, a senior, who's made big free throw shots, right?
You know.
You got Thomas. I'm not sure who their next best free throw shooter is.
It hasn't looked like anybody's been very confident from the line so far today, and Thomas has just been wonderful.
Sneed will walk up there confidently.
So we'll see what happens here.
Sneed will walk up there confidently.
If you're Lakota West, obviously.
And the other part of it is Sneed and Thomas are their 2 best ball handlers. So, I would look to see a 2-player game a little bit.
So if you're Lakota West,
Harris would be the
Do you foul immediately? Do you try to get a steal, take a second or two?
Yeah, there's still a lot of time. It's a 2-possession game. I mean, I go for the steal first and then look to foul. This is interesting that they are.
So it's a made basket.
That Thomas is the one inbounding.
So she can run the baseline.
She can't be fouled. Right now, I foul her if I don't get the ball.
It looked like a lot of contact from West. There's the foul call. 33 points, so about 5 seconds used. Looks like Coach Davis is on the same page as you, telling Thomas, please get the ball back.
Right, but she inbounded the ball. It's impossible. Her teammate was struggling and in trouble. She couldn't rescue her. What's she gonna do? Run up to it? I mean, that would create the spacing that caused the last turnover.
So Cameron Lowe shooting 2 here for Princeton.
Well, we'll find out a whole lot about her.
Misses the first one. A few substitutes coming in. Bailiff back in. Saunders out.
This is Jada Nielsen has hit a couple of big 3-point shots in her career too. So it gives them another 3-point threat on the perimeter.
Now also interesting is who's not rebounding for Princeton on this made basket. So that's 7, and that makes it 3 possessions. Here's Bailiff, a lot of pressure, which is going to take a lot of time.
Yeah, and Princeton's just giving token pressure to slow down the process. Smart going, this is an open look.
No good, good rebound again.
Great job by Zoe, and she gets fouled.
And the one thing Princeton doesn't want to do is foul and stop the clock.
Right.
They're up 3 possessions.
So let's talk about that last possession. The play was designed for Sydney Williams to get the open 3 look. They blanketed her. She had no space, but she did a great heads-up job of reversing the ball to Katie Fox, who dribbled into an open 3. That's what Coach wants. That was the backup plan for Sydney. right? And then what happens? Then you're probably all GMC. Maybe I'm going out of my way here. Freshman gets the offensive
Who is
rebound.
up to 19 points.
She's scoring. She's the leading scorer here in the biggest game of the season
Makes
for
them
Lakota
both.
West.
So 5-point game now, but it down to 18.6 seconds to go.
Very close to a violation there.
And there's going to be a foul with 16.1. Williams is going to foul Thomas, and that's exactly what you wanted for Princeton.
Exactly.
Get the ball in Thomas's hands. 24 points, been strong at the free throw line.
And hey, I'm going to say this now before we go off the air. All right, anyone who's sleeping on Lakota West's future has not really been paying attention, because there are some young players who are making great contributions in this game.
Another made basket. 25 points now.
And obviously, Princeton's future is very bright, because they only have one senior who has had extended minutes in this game, and that's the old defensive phenomenon, Heaven Sneed.
Makes both free throws, no issue there. Up to 25 points on the game, 26 rather. Here comes Fox down. He's going to shoot a long-range three, short.
There's Nielsen with the rebound.
And there you go. Still 5 seconds.
For another three.
Bailiff can launch one. No good. Half a second to go. Game's not over, but it's over. So they're just going to have to inbound the ball here. Once it's touched inbounds, that's going to take the game. So there you go. Princeton.
I'll tell you.
Princeton with the victory, 54-47. So huge. That ties them for the, they'll each have one loss here in the
exactly,
the
and
conference.
there's still games to play. So Lakota West still has, I think, Mason on the schedule, but I think, I really do, I don't think any other teams in the league could beat these two teams, which means that Princeton has already played Lakota West. Princeton and Lakota West play one more time. And that game is the final game of the season, or no?
They don't play again.
Oh, wow.
Right, so they have Oak Hills, Middletown, East, Fairfield.
Yeah, so does Princeton play Mason?
So they've already played them. So here we are from Lakota West High School in a outstanding GMC matchup.
Let's just close with this. If I'm Coach Chadwell, I'm taking away from this game that we can beat this team in the tournament. All right, we could beat this team because we missed some open shots that we can typically make, and we had a couple of unlucky plays and some breakdowns that we can correct.
So there's your final score. Princeton 54, Lakota West 47. Good night, everybody.